Hello folks, I have here my Neu Swabian League 25mm Army from Ground Zero Games. I like these figures. I went through and I have been adding some couple of more details to them. I've been putting some decals on them for the sergeants. I have been putting flags on them because I'm using these as U.S. Marines in my Tomorrow's War setting. So at the same time, I've also picked up these guys in a couple of different scales. So I wanted to show them all off side by side. So I have 25mm, 15mm, and then 6mm. I'm starting to get into 6mm, or I should say, I'm starting to buy and paint 6mm. We'll see when I actually get around to playing them. This pandemic is not exactly giving me a lot of opportunities. But I really like these Neu Swabian League guys. They offer a lot of simple detail, which makes these guys really easy to paint up, but still adds character to them. It's kind of a lot of what I like about the Dreamforge Games Eisenkern's line. Very easy to paint up, but also have a lot of detail in them. So one of the things I did here was set up a couple of my toys and set up my macro camera here, so we're able to see these in a little more detail here. This is the 15mm and the 6mm right there. We'll pop in the 25mm right in the frame there too. So all three levels of these sculpts have a lot of character in them. I really like these 25mm. I got a whole bunch of these as part of a collection I bought out a couple of years ago, and I'm getting around to finally starting and finishing up and adding to these collections. But I picked up a starter set of the Neu Swabian League. These are the Panzer Grenadiers, not to be confused with the Panzer Jaegers, which are lightly armored guys. And at some point on the GZG website are also referenced as colonial troops. The 6mm guys, of course, by necessity, have a lot less detail on them because they're smaller, but they're still actually full of a lot of character. I am going to mount these guys onto little craft sticks and then paint them up. I really like this desert yellow, skeleton bone that I've used from Army Painter to paint these guys up. Makes it real easy. And then these guys, of course, I just paint up the guns, the visors, any skin tone in there, and then I paint up the suits underneath. And I do believe that is a German medium camo. And then bam, they're done. I like the hard armor. Closed visors are really nice sculpts too. If I can find one, here we go. Here's one with a closed visor. So these work great for the U.S. Marines that I use them for. Just wanted to put out a little video. I have been very interested in picking up my forces in multiple scales to play them in multiple scales, both physically and then command level. With these 15mm, I can easily do a company, whereas with the 25mm I'm pretty much limited by table space to a platoon. Also in 15mm, obviously putting a whole bunch of vehicles on the table is a lot cheaper, and then in 6mm I can put a lot of vehicles on the table. So we'll see. Hopefully by 2021 I'll get around to getting some of these on the table. And in the meantime, we'll get some of these painted up. Thanks for tuning in.